Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So today I am going to use my new Instant Pot crock pot, and you guys know that I was super excited when I got this. I think I featured it on one of my grocery hauls. So I did do an unboxing. I'll put that at the end of this video. And today I'm going to go ahead and throw my stuffed pepper soup in the crock pot. Now normally when I make this, I make it on the stove top. My stove is over there. And it just takes like 45 minutes, maybe less, to kind of throw it on the stove top. But since I wanted to check this out, I thought maybe today I would just go ahead and throw it in the crock pot just to see how it turns out. Can't remember if I've ever done that before. So thumbs up if you like crock pot recipes and if you like this video, and leave me some comments below. And with that said, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go ahead and get my green peppers chopped and get a couple things done. We're going to get everything in our crock pot and get our soup together. Now this stuffed pepper soup also calls for rice, and anytime I make the rice, you could throw instant rice in here and just kind of make it all in one pot, but I tend to eat this over a few days, and I find it easier to make my rice in a rice cooker separately, just to kind of put it in. Lots of hand motions today, people. All right, so I tend to like to add that on its own. So I'm going to be cooking my rice in my rice cooker. I think I have a video for that already. I'll double check. If not, maybe I'll film that for you too. Just a quick, easy recipe, but I'm pretty sure I've done the rice in the rice cooker for you. But again, I'll check and let you know. So with that said, let me turn around and let's go ahead and get this pulled together really quick. Okay, so half the battle on this is just chopping up the vegetables. That's not too bad. All right, so this recipe, I will put the original link down below in the comments just so you have it and you can find it. But what I'm using today is I'm using 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm using the 96.4 lean, the 96/4, and I already browned that, so that's ready to go. It also calls for 1 small onion, 1 large bell pepper. I always put 2 in here because it's always better with 2. 1 can of diced tomatoes. So here's the diced tomatoes that I'm using today. 1 can of tomato soup. Now, if you can find the healthy request, you're going to lower the points on this. But this is what I have in the cabinet, and you know as well as I know that right now, I'm just trying to stay out of the stores. So I'm just going to continue to use what I have for the time being and worry about cutting a point or two, later. I mean, that is not my biggest concern today. Also calls for 1 14-ounce can of chicken or beef broth. Today I am going to be making my own beef broth, and we've talked about this before. I always keep these bases on hand. I have chicken and I have beef. I may have one more. I think it's basically chicken and beef though. But this works out really great because now I don't have to worry about having beef broth because I have this already and I can mix up my own. All right, so the next thing it calls for is 2 cups of cooked rice. So technically I have thrown instant rice in this pot at the end and just brought it to a boil, and it's worked fine, but the recipe does call for cooked rice, and again, that's how I make mine. So I don't know if the original recipe calls for that or if that's just how I have it listed in my ingredients. Now it also calls for 1 tablespoon of sugar. I am going to, don't yell at me, use a packet of sweetener because again, just a little corner cut there. It also calls for 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I just have the old Meyer brand right here. Salt and pepper to taste, and then you can choose to add toppings or whatever you want on it from there. So not too many ingredients. So let's go ahead and I'm going to see if I can position my pot a little closer, and we're going to start layering this stuff in. And again, I love dump and go recipes. So let's get you a little closer and let's start pulling this together really quick so that I will have dinner ready and out of the way for today. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the top off and we're going to start dumping in our ingredients. So here goes the onions and the peppers. Dump all those in. I'm going to throw that right in my sink. The next thing it calls for, again, is the broth. So I'm going to grab a spoon because, of course, in Kim fashion, you guys should know that I'm not going to have a spoon. Actually, I'm just going to grab a fork so that I can scoop it and stir it all in one. So I am just gonna, this is what it looks like. Just looks like a paste. So I'm just gonna grab a chunk here and throw it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. I'm gonna actually let this sit aside and just start to dissolve a little bit. My packet of sweetener, again, calls for 1 tablespoon of sugar. You can put in, I'm just dumping in my sweetener and being done with it. Also, need to grab my can opener. Boy, I'm just not ready for today. Trying to keep this thing going, but apparently I'm just gonna struggle all the way through this today. Might as well grab my teaspoon while I'm at it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump our tomato soup in. Just pop that right on top. I love these little pop tops. They just make my life easier. So we're just gonna pop that in. Sorry, my arm's in the way. I'm trying to get it to where you guys could be over it, and I'm sure that was super loud too. Next thing I'm doing is opening my can of diced tomatoes, and I should have had this open beforehand, but I did not. All right, got that open. Just gonna dump that right in. And again, don't you love, let me know in the comments if you love these dump and go recipes. They just make your life so much easier. All right, so garlic powder. Again, this is what it looks like. 1 teaspoon of that going in. All right. Gonna dump my ground beef in. That goes next. Now I had already put salt and pepper on my ground beef, so I'm not gonna dump any extra in that for now. I'll wait until it's almost done and then I'll taste it. I think that might be a little better way to approach it. All right, I'm just giving our broth a little bit of a stir. And if you don't get this all mixed in your water, no worries, because it's gonna dissolve more as it's cooking. And I've totally just thrown it in here before with the clump, and it's been perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the jar so we have all the yummy goodness. All right. All right, so I also found some green peppers frozen in my fridge. Yes, in my fridge. I have no idea. Some of my items got froze in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in too, just to get those out of the fridge. You know, waste not, want not. Give this a quick stir. We're gonna throw this on low for a good 6 to 8 hours, and I think that'll be it. So this is my first time using this new crock pot. I'm gonna bring you out and we're gonna try to figure out how to turn it on, because did I read the instructions? A little, but it did not have step-by-step instructions for the actual slow cooker part. It just kind of had general directions. So hold please. Okay, so we're just gonna plug this in. There we go. We're going to find the slow cook button. Low, 6 hours. I actually want it to go for 7. Oh, kind of easy. All right, so let's just see if it beeps like the Instant Pot does. There we go. I guess that's it. Oh, that's super easy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let this cook. I'll check in with you a little later. I'm gonna go ahead and check to see if I have that rice cooker rice video. If not, I'll be filming that next. So either you'll see it below or you will see I'll let you know in the comment. I'll let you know when I come back so that you know whether to expect it or whether to look below. Now I'm just rambling. See you in a little while. All right, so we're ready to take a look at our soup. Are you ready? Look at that. It smells amazing. I've been smelling it in my kitchen all darn day, so super excited to have this. And then I'm going to pair it with my rice. So if you hold on just a second, I will throw together a bowl and let you guys show how I plate this. Or let me show you how I plate this, I guess is the better way of saying it. So just grabbing a bowl here. Gonna spin you around. And you can see my bowl here. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some of that rice. we're just gonna layer that right in our bowl. And this is a 1 cup measuring cup. I had just shy of a cup in here. And then I'm going to ladle. Guess I should pan you right back around. Hold please. Might be easier this way. So I'm just going to put some of that soup over top of here, grab some of that really yummy juice. And that's it. So here you have it. Some nice, yummy stuffed pepper soup. Again, that rice just kicks it up a notch, and it is so good. This is one of my and my husband's favorite soups that I make here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a piece of bread. Some nice homemade bread. That recipe I think will already be posted, so I'll link that one below too. And with that said, I'm going to hurry up and sign off here so I can eat while this is still hot. So hope that you enjoyed today's video. Hope that you give this one a try. Hope that you like the crock pot review and unboxing that will be shown after this. So I'll put that in at the end. And I think that's all I need to say. Give me some thumbs up and some likes and some comments and all that good jazz, and we will see you next video. Okay, so I'm finally going to unbox this thing. I know I told you that I was going to do it a couple of times, but I haven't really had a chance due to all of the super fun activity that's been happening. We'll just leave it at that. So let's open this box, see what this baby looks like, and then I will test it out. So I'm super excited. Again, my crock pot was kind of getting old. The finish was not where it should have been. It seems like it was just getting, it's just getting old, I guess is the easiest way to say it. So I'm excited to get this. It does come with the 3-piece set, so it's got just like a normal crock pot. It has the base, it has the insert, and then it's got a top. And then this one also comes with a 1 cup measuring cup and a steam and roast rack, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Comes with the cookbook and manual. Those always come in handy. I'll read those later. Has a nice heavy glass lid. That's kind of nice. Hopefully you can get a good look at that. All right, set this off to the side for now. It has a nice non-stick base to it. I'm just going to pull it out of here and then we'll talk about it, just to kind of make it easier, because I'm sure it's going to get a little loud with me ruffling all this plastic. So get this stuff out. All right, so we're slowly going to start putting this together. I'm going to pull the cardboard insert out. This is what the inside looks like. Gonna go ahead and pull the stuff out of the middle of this. We'll go over what the accessories are here in a second. And look how non-sticky this is. So we're gonna pop it in here. I am gonna wash this before I use it, but I just wanted to kind of give you a nice little full visual. So here, hold the lid on here. Here's what it looks like. It has this little venting dot here, dot, spot, circle, cutout. What do you call it? Let me know in the comments what you call it. All right, so here is my 1 cup measuring cup that it came with. And then I'm gonna open up the, sure I'm on camera. And then here is the little rack. So it's kind of nice. You can probably use it either way, which is nice because of the fact that if you have something you don't want sitting in the juices, or if you're letting, like sometimes when I make a whole chicken, I'll put it up so that the juices drip below and it doesn't soak the bottom of the chicken. I think that makes sense. All right, so what do you think? I can't wait to give this baby a try. So I'm not gonna give you my full opinion until I've tried it out a few times. So stay tuned. I'm sure I'll include how I feel about it, you know, when I start playing with it more and cooking in it more. So, all right, so I'm probably gonna wrap up this video from here. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and with all that good jazz, we'll see you next video.